absolute power. The legacy of corruption in the Clinton-Reno Justice Department. I think this is when, they started really just giving blanket convictions. Oh, whoa, we got Waco, tobacco wars, the mother of all scandals. The mother of all scandals moves to Congress. The mother of all scandals moves to the Justice Department. Bill Lamb Lee, quote, king treating with terrorists. My goodness. Investigating. Wow. Okay. Let's go to the mother of all scandals. That got me, tobacco wars in Waco. Those are interesting too. Don't get me wrong. But, they got a title of mother of all scandals. Let's go there, right? 169. I mean, I don't know why they got to have like 3 different mother of all scandals. Moves to Congress and then we move to the Justice Department. But we'll start with this one. 169. Okay, let's get it going. Of all the innumerable scandals of the Clinton administration, none is more shocking and disturbing than the campaign finance scandal. I didn't even know anything about the campaign finance scandal. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear about it. None is far more reaching or complex. Of all the examples in this book detailing the complexity of the Reno Clinton Justice Department and furthering the administration's political and personal ends, none is more glaring and shameful than its role in the campaign finance scandal. Though this Byzantine scheme of events and investigations concerning it are difficult to grasp, there are recurring issues, as Charles LaBelle, the supervising attorney for the Justice Department's campaign finance task force, observed in his interim report. They're run through each They're run through each investigation certain common things, wrote LaBelle. The desperate need to raise enormous sums of money to finance a media campaign designed to bring the Democratic Party back from the brink after a devastating congressional losses during the 1994 election cycle, and the calculated use of the access to the White House and the high-level officials, including the president and the first lady by the White House, DNC, and Clinton Gore 1996, as leverage to extract contributions from individuals who were themselves using access as a means to enhance their personal their business opportunities. But where's the scandal? I thought that was just the name of politics. The rich people pay the president lots of money so that they get favors when they're president. I thought that's how it worked. I didn't know that was a scandal. President Clinton and the Democratic Party were desperate to ensure Clinton's re-election and to recapture some of the ground they lost in Congress. They needed huge amounts of money to fund an advertising blitz to recast Clinton's image and that of his party. Excuse me. About an old dust from this book. I apologize. President Clinton began meeting with his advisors in early '95 to develop a plan aimed at securing his re-election by pulling out all stops. In campaign fundraising, political consultant Dick Morris, who joined the Clinton-Gore effort in mid-'95, estimated that an essential advertising campaign would cost upwards of $1 million per week. Morris convinced Clinton and Gore that they were going to be defeated in the absence of Herculean fundraising efforts. One important Democrat said that Morris was pushing the hell out of the president and vice president. He was saying the polling in early '95 showed that Gore was likely to be a defeated vice president, and his career would be over. They were scared to death. People were panicked. The vice president was panicked. Okay, let's get to the point. What did they do that was a scandal, right? You should start off with the scandal. Apparently, the White House is willing to go to any lengths, including compromising the security interests of the United States to obtain the money necessary to hold on to power. In process, the president, vice president, first lady literally sold access to themselves and to the institutions of the presidency of the White House. Wow. Donors were rewarded with access to direct proportion to the size of their contributions. Fundraisers who raised $100,000 and individual donors who gave $50,000 became managing trustees of the Democratic Party, entitling them to special privileges. Okay. Among perks were opportunities to rub elbows with the first and second families, special seating at Democratic National Committee functions, access to White House coffees, and trips on Air Force One and Air Force Two. Other special privileges included sleepovers in the Lincoln bedroom, seats in the presidential box at the Kennedy Center, use of the White House pool and tennis courts, tickets to DNC events, participation in trade missions, memberships in party committees, and participation in other high-level White House meetings. I'm still trying to figure out where's the problem with this. They're selling a high-ticket offer, right? And, you know, they made an irresistible offer. Where's the scandal? They made an irresistible offer. I don't see anything wrong with this. Clinton, the quintessential campaigner, with his eye always on the big ball, became utterly obsessed and preoccupied with raising money. Yeah, he wanted to be president. Well, where's the scandal in this? According to the Senate Governmental Affairs Committee, Clinton spent enormous amounts of time during the 96 election cycle raising money. In the 10 months prior to the 96 election, President Clinton attended more than 230 fundraising events, which raised $119 million. The president maintained such a pace for over a year before the election, often attending fundraisers 5 and 6 days each week. That must have been what he meant when he repeatedly stated that he had to get back to work for the American people, right? According to presidential campaign advisor Dick Morris, the Senate report continued. President Clinton would say, "I haven't slept in 3 days. Every time I turn around, they want me to be at a fundraiser. I cannot think, I cannot do anything. Every minute of my time is spent at these fundraisers." This frenzied pursuit of campaign contribution raises obvious and disturbing questions. Can any president who spends this much time raising funds focus adequately upon affairs of state? Is it even possible for such a president to distinguish between fundraising and policy making? See, now we're getting somewhere. And you know what? I hate to break it, but we're at time, right? That sucks. And we're finally getting somewhere. All right? I'm starting to see the corruption part. Did you? Right? He's spending every waking hour trying to raise money. What about what about the country, man? Again, if you'd like to read more about the absolute power that the Clintons basically Clinton had, and basically learns more, then click the button and you'll be on your way to Amazon and purchase it. Again, I am very interested in this one as well. If you could, after you buy this book and you read the whole thing and you find out all the scandals and what happened in Waco that Clinton was a part of, I'm interested about that one, right? I'm also in, what was the second one? I know it was important, I just can't remember what the name was. Tobacco Wars, right? All this was happening under Mr. Clinton's watch. Also, it was like the 30-year prison sentences was also around his watch. So, yeah, maybe everything that glitters isn't gold. Maybe one of our presidents wasn't as clean as we think he was. All right, see you guys later. Don't forget, like this video, subscribe, do all that, and make sure you get the book. And then in the comments, tell me what it was about. Tell me if you liked it. All right, see you later.